Hi guys, this is London Low and we are behind the scenes with SIdora with itgirlfiles.com.
Hi.
You looking good, girl.
Good to see you for the first time ever.
Right? So how did the role of T-BOZ come about?
The role for T-BOZ came, well, my agent in LA, they sent me the breakdown and the sides for the audition. And I was in Chicago at the time because it was right after Christmas. And when I got the audition, I just was like, this is me.
Right.
When I was younger, I was a big fan of TLC. I mean, who wasn't a big fan of TLC? But my friends and I, we would videotape ourselves, and I was always T-BOZ. So I just felt this connection. Like, who else is gonna play her? I've been playing her since I was like 10. So for me, it was probably the most meaningful role I've been able to play yet. When I got the call, I just fell to my knees. I was crying. It was just it was just a blessing. So I was just happy that they saw something in me and believed in me.
How do you feel like you connect with her? I know you said a few little facts about you all that you shared, but how do you feel like you connect with her as a person?
Well, just, you know, towards things, which are all good. We're very, we can be stubborn, but we're very passionate people, hard workers, go-getters. I think like the biggest challenge for me was tapping into her swag because she just comes across so hard, like she's so boyish. At the same time, she's sexy. Right. So it's like, how do you know, do that and balance it and make it very natural. But when I got a chance to talk to her, she told me a little bit of her backstory, which allowed me to understand why she was that way. Right. And it was just her growing up in a predominantly white area and being teased because she didn't have hair like them. And then moving to Atlanta, and she was a little lighter complexion, so they didn't really accept her. And she would fight a lot and got sent to, you know, different schools, got kicked out of schools. Her dad wasn't present, and her mom was her best friend, but because she struggled with sickle cell, she didn't like want to dump all of that on her mom. So everything was more of a defense mechanism. So with the persona that you see that actually made her very famous was really her guarding herself. Right. So it was important for me to show Tia the person. So to give her those vulnerable moments to where you can see her be a girl, because a lot of people didn't know she loves to get her nails done. She loves earrings and bags like girly girls. So I think it was important to show that. So the whole movie, I'm not just walking around like, you know, T-BOZ, but to bring her to life. It was just, we went through the same exact obstacle. So for me, I was like, I totally get what I need to do in this role. And she was on set every day, so it kept me on my P's and Q's. Like, I had to come every day with everything I had. And ultimately, I just wanted to do a good job. So I was very thankful when I pitched that to her. I was like, you know, so I could really dig into it. I mean, all of that ultimately helped me because that's something that was real in her life. A lot of people don't know that she struggled so much from passing out after shows, getting on stage, giving us all she had, and then walking off stage having to go to get a blood transfusion. You know, every city, every day that they landed in a different city, traveling the world. That was her life, and no one knew. She never victimized herself. So she's very, very, very strong person, and I think people will appreciate that.
Like, what are your emotions with the release? Like, are you excited? You still nervous?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited just because it's so informative. People do not know what it's really like to be in this industry. And I think this movie really sheds light on it is not all glitz and glamour. And it really brings them to life as real people that go through the same things we go through on the west side of Chicago, south side of Chicago. They went through those things, and hopefully they can identify with them and be inspired.
So you said a little something about people not understanding what it's like to be in the industry. So what would you give advice to a young girl who's aspiring to get into this? Because I know times they could deal with men trying to take advantage of them and different things like that. So what's some advice you have in that regard?
Shut out the men. I would say, you know, you have to believe in yourself. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you no. There's going to be a lot of people that are not going to believe in you or support you. But I think it's important to find your passion, something that you would want to do even if you made absolutely no money from it. And that's how you know that's your passion. I think that's sometimes looked over because of what society tells us we have to do. But I think education is important, and just really figuring out and learning yourself and learning things that make you happy.
So as far as passions are concerned, do you think your greatest passion is acting or singing? If you had to pick, maybe you don't have to pick.
Really? I think both are a passion because it's just a way to express yourself. But they're different. Music is like something from within your spirit, something from within your soul. That's like your baby. So I think it's just very therapeutic and a way to express yourself. Whereas acting is taking someone else's baby, something that they birthed and believed in, and you have to take that and find the truth within you to give them whatever their vision was. I think both are a passion because it's just a way to express yourself. But they're different. Music is like something from within your spirit, something from within your soul. That's like your baby. So I think it's just very therapeutic and a way to express yourself. Whereas acting is taking someone else's baby, something that they birthed and believed in, and you have to take that and find the truth within you to give them whatever their vision was. So it's a different type of passion. It's compromising, it's challenging because you're having to find some truth. You know, if I gotta play a ghetto girl, I know she in there somewhere. I gotta tap into her and find her and make it believable. Whereas if I write a song about a situation, I could be crying and it could be therapy.
And an emotion comes out regardless.
I think you need both because both of them, you know, when people watch it, hopefully if it's good music or a good project, it'll allow them to escape reality. And that's all we want to do is be entertained. So.
You know, I really am glad I got to do this interview because I learned a lot about you today that is very inspiring, and I didn't know your story. So thank you for sharing that with me, and thank you for taking the time with girlfiles.com to let us know a little bit about you.
Yay. Mwah. Peace. God bless.